No, I don't think so. But I was raised in Cameroon and in France. And I think Africa in general is a continent that is based on storytelling through sound and music and movement. So maybe I picked it up when I was there, but it started to become really true to me when I started working with Mr. Alvin Ailey, actually in the company of Mr. Ailey. There were so many numbers. Revelation is one of them, obviously, but blues, where Masséque la Langage is another one, where actually dancers were characters in the actual play, in the dance. So I started to really pick up on things that I was like, wow, wait a minute, I can actually characterize all of my movement. And then from there, it became more about the character. It was like, where the person is from, what do they like, how do they walk, what's their way of moving, what's their intention, what's their colors in movement. So it became that interest of mine of picking up. Every movement became a word, a feeling, you know. So, and I look forward to continue to actually develop this more and more, because I really believe that dance today has the capacity to be on TV with no words spoken or very little. But we could very well tell an entire story just with words, an entire movie just with, with movement.
Yes, exactly. And even behaviors, you know, even small things, you can tell, like when a person picks up a cup or anything like that, you know, just the way they do it, you know, you see the whole life of the person.
Actually, I will say, I'll cut you for a second, Anne-Marie. I'm remembering Twyla mentioning one day people can lie through their words. They can lie through their voices, their words, but they cannot lie through their bodies. And that is one thing we know of body language. If you're comfortable, you're leaning back. If you're not, you start to put your hands here, crossing. All kind of things are going on with the body. So I think it's a very pure way of expressing oneself.
Right, exactly. Now, I wanted to ask, because you've sort of migrated a few places in the world, just living-wise, and forget about if we talk about touring and doing different shows, but how did life in Cameroon compare to when you went to Aix, living in Aix-en-Provence, and then New York, like the types of environments, the types of living? Was there huge adjustments to the difference in each locale? Was there anything similar? Did you take away anything that's really special from each place that hangs with you?
I will say to you that in all of those, let's say Cameroon, let's say Douala, which was the town I was in, Douala, and then there was Aix-en-Provence, and then there was New York. Each one of those places had me as a dancer, as I was already dancing in those places. So I think it was me through dance that was experiencing all of New York, experiencing all of Aix-en-Provence, experiencing. So I think the artist in me, let me put it that way, is extremely sensitive and picks up on location, smells, looks of something. If I look at the sea in Douala, I will probably dance that at one way or another. If I smell the lavender in Aix-en-Provence, at one moment this image is going to come through my dancing. So they have influenced my art. Let me put it each single of those places, and they continue to do so. Did I take anything from them? Absolutely. And yeah, they're like my well of resources as a human being. Because I do believe that people dance the way
they live,
and what they've experienced. So I'm mentioning Alvin Ailey again. When I was in the company, it was clear that I had some difficulties to dance anything that was blues related, or because I didn't come from that place. I did not know what they meant. Even though it was African American, it wasn't my experience of life. Rock my soul and all those things. I really had to, for a while, they didn't use me in those because I couldn't dance it. It wasn't part of me. And I had to learn what it meant to me so I could actually dance it. So.